So as you look through the lens here, and I'm using live view on this camera, you can twist it and see the effects that are taking place with the gold and blue, from gold to kind of a more faded gold, to a blue, to a more intense blue. And as you twist that, you can kind of decide what you like best. So as I'm twisting it here, you know, I'm gonna try my first shot with a fairly intense gold hue to that water. The next key part of this image is balancing the sky with the 3-stop reverse ND grad. Because we're shooting wide angle here, we really need to be careful that we don't get our fingertips in the frame. So definitely pay attention to your LCD when you're reviewing your image. So the way I hold this when I do this is I take the camera and put it right up against the front element here. You slide it down so we can see kind of right where we want that transition line. You can see as you move it up and down, it's really helpful with live view. You can kind of see the changes that are taking place. And then I actually grab the other part of the filter with this trigger finger that's on my cable release. And so I really am able to keep my fingers out of here. And then we're simply just gonna click the shutter, review the shot right there. We can see that I'm pretty pleased with the results we're getting there. We are losing a little bit of detail in those mountains and trees that are jutting across the horizon. It's such an insignificant part of this image, I don't really care. You gotta decide there's certain parts of your image that you're gonna have to sacrifice, and what we want is the sky and this foreground stream. So we're gonna shoot one more just like this, slide it down, over. Make sure and keep our fingers out of the frame. Want to make sure you're covering that entire front element. Okay. The gold and blue polarizer is somewhat unpredictable, which is part of the reason it's so fun to shoot with. We're going to go ahead and twist it here, and I'm going to do a little bit less intense shade of gold. All right. We're going to go ahead right here. Slide that reverse ND grad right there. All right, so just to actually demonstrate the difference of shooting with and without the reverse ND grad filter and with and without the gold and blue polarizer, we're actually going to shoot some images here without those actual tools so you can see the difference that it makes. Here we're just going to go ahead and shoot an image with the gold and blue polarizer minus the reverse ND grad. So what you're going to notice here is we're still going to have some nice color on the water, but our sky is going to be pretty washed out. All right, so now we're going to remove the gold and blue polarizer here. I'm going to adjust this exposure just slightly. And here we go, there's our shot without the gold and blue polarizer, and literally it is lifeless. So we're really creating our own magic here, which especially when it comes to assignment photography and commercial photography, and a client needs an image regardless of the conditions you're given, you really have to make lemonade out of lemons. You really have to play the game with the cards that you're dealt. So having an understanding of these tools is going to give you a greater latitude to come home with a keeper regardless of what you go out with.